Day 2 of Overland Adventure 21, presented by Jeep. Today, we get to go through Escalante and Boulder and into Capitol Reef National Park, which is a special treat to be able to get permits to do that. A famous trail called the Burr Trail, which was only run by goats and cows for the longest time, but we're gonna run down it with our trucks, and then up into the top end of Cathedral Valley and over into Factory Butte for camp tonight. So we're gonna have a lot of elevation change. We're gonna go through the famous water pocket fold, about 250 million years worth of geological layers that we're gonna traverse today. And the scenery just changes around every corner. This is one of those days that our eyes are gonna be exhausted from looking because it's so stunning. So I know we're not supposed to pick a favorite day, but this might be my favorite day. We'll see. Talk to me at camp tonight.
Oh man, some of that little battery malfunction here.
Had a little engine fire here, if you can see yesterday.
Minor
Problems. It took a wet rag and about 5 minutes of holding it on there just to get it to where you could touch it to get it off. We damn near had an engine fire, but we got her. Bad battery cable is what we had.
All right, nose is turning right on Highway 12.
That is a spectacular view of the group coming down the hill.
And I know that was kind of an ugly drive. It's only going to get uglier as we go forward. We're going to be turning right onto the famous Burr Trail right here on this corner. The Burr Trail was originally just a little kind of a single track little livestock trail that wound down over the water pocket fold, and you'll get to see more of the significance of that here in a little bit. But we've got about 30 miles, 25, 30 miles or so on this paved surface. It's going to be just gorgeous, just like we just did. So it's not fast pavement. To one of my favorite sections of paved road in the country, called Singing Canyon.
Some cool geology, lots of iron ore in this sandstone. You can see the flatbeds, which were probably deposited by water, and then the other beds that are kind of at an angle are the dune beds, petrified dunes.
What do you call desert joke? Dry humor.
All right, it is lunchtime on day 2. We've made it to the beautiful Fremont River, and we're gonna start up the Hartnett Road and get into a little bit more four-wheely stuff this afternoon before we get over to camp at Factory Butte. Don't wanna get splashed here. Billy's grinning. You always have to be concerned when Billy's grinning. It's been a beautiful morning. We went through Capitol Reef National Park, down the Burr Trail, the famous switchbacks. We saw 250 million years of geological layers and just perfect weather. So what else can you ask for? All the vehicles are doing great. We got nothing but smiles in the group, and we'll see what this afternoon brings.
The Wrangler Rubicon 392 is powered by, you guessed it, a 392 cubic inch Hemi engine. Yeah, that's the same one that's in a lot of muscle cars. So this Jeep has a muscle car engine and makes 475 horsepower and 475 pound-feet of torque. That's good for a 0 to 60 of 4.5 seconds, which is blisteringly fast. It's super fun on the trails because you can get the power down, you can get it sideways a little bit, you can use the torque to get you up the rocks. It's a perfect engine, and it's mated with a nice, snappy 8-speed transmission that's really responsive to downshifts and upshifts.
Oh, the airline. Running from the bulkhead to the tank, decided to crack. I don't know how I'm gonna fix it.
So what are y'all thinking, just rubber?
Yeah, the tape was coming
Well, what I'm worried about is, there you go, right there, just like that.
Settings.
Let's clamp this really quick, and if it doesn't work, I've got the JB weld.
Yeah.
Oh, I want them all the same size.
Ooh, that way, you know, it's
Yeah,
good for the detail.
good for the camera.
That's right. See, like we knew this was going to happen. Here's the deal with these trail fixes: is you really want an attention to detail. So you want everything sized perfectly, everything shiny and new. Don't ever use the used parts because you want your trail repair to be so good that you never want to go back to it. You just live with it for the rest of the vehicle's life.
Permanent. Man, we're
Sweet,
done.
look at that.
It's gonna take some pressure for it. It's at about 60 psi. Depending on how much weight this truck has in it, it takes about 50 to pump the bags up. So I need about 50 for the thing not to ride like a bulldozer. So I think it's gonna work though. I'm gonna let it get to 120 and see what it does, but I think we're good.
This is a really special event this year because this is the first time ever that Jeep has taken both overlanding concepts, both the way out and the far out, and had them in the same place at the same time. But not only that, wheeling them. These two guys, they're going on the full trip, 400 miles of off-road, all sorts of highway. These are called concepts.
Exactly.
But they're real working vehicles that you guys aren't afraid to bring back to the backcountry and have some fun with us.
Sean, I'm so happy you brought that up. It's such an amazing experience, you know, witnessing concept vehicles, not on a trailer,
right,
not on a showcase, you know, big lights. We're putting miles on this thing. We're crawling up rocks and we're testing these things out. When we build these, it is an opportunity for Jeep brand to learn, right? And no matter where you end up, these Jeep concepts are outfitted for any adventure.
It's the end of day 2, and all of our participants are rolling into camp, getting ready for tonight's Camp Chef Showcase, where they're gonna cook their favorite overlanding meals and see who has the best recipe.
Mm-hmm.
I'm making Asian chicken, okay? It's the sauce is based of ginger, garlic, soy sauce, and a little bit of water with cornstarch. The cornstarch is to thicken the sauce, to make that texture of Asian food, right? And since this is Asian chicken, the sauce needs to be thickened like this.
Yeah, I'm doing a cioppino, seafood stew. That's a tomato-based seafood stew invented in San Francisco. Kind of a poor man's stuff that they made from the leftover fish and just started adding stuff to the pot. The key is to just use a really good stock and then some really fresh fish.
Oh man, I got a special meal for Sean. He left me a little surprise on my truck, so I cooked him up a little something.
It's a cow patty, dude.
Oh, hey guys, just cooking dinner.
I'm looking for Vern or Sean.
Brussels sprout,
I cooked him up a little.
drinks.
Cooked him a little something special.
Parmesan and pepperoni. I hope that wins.
Vern, I just want to say thanks for helping us out today and showing us a good time. And I baked you a little something special.
Okay, thanks.
Wow, cow pie pizza, that's my favorite. How did you know?